Hello guys, welcome to World of Conan, all you fine people out there. So today we have some great, wonderful news. We got, let's see, we got some very interesting news in the Conan world. So we got this, we got Funcom acquires Conan the Barbarian intellectual property and more. So, Funcom has acquired control of Conan the Barbarian and other popular culture intellectual properties with its acquisition of Cabinet Group. The Oslo, Norway-based Funcom will merge the properties into its IP studio, Heroic Signatures. In addition to Conan, it is acquiring IPs such as Mutant Year Zero and Solomon Kane. This is very interesting indeed. The Cabinet Group was formerly known as Paradox Entertainment. Yeah, those guys. Some of those games. What was it? Well, never mind. Funcom CEO Rui Kasai said in a statement that the company has high ambitions for the IPs and revealed it has at least one unannounced project already in development. We are currently overseeing the development of an unannounced game which will combine many of the characters in the Robert E. Howard universe. Now this sounds very interesting, very interesting, said Kasai. And if you combine Funcom's knowledge of games with Heroic Signature's knowledge of the TV, entertainment, publishing and licensing industries, it makes us perfectly placed to take this venture to the next level. It's exciting times ahead for us and for fans of the IP. Oh man, like think of the possibilities here. Like this is what I've never understood. I never played the Age of Conan or the new one. Well, I played a little bit of the new one, the Conan Exiles, right? And that's a survival game, so that was not my speed. I played it a little, but like it just felt empty to me. Like it didn't have purpose and lived in life quests and like you could do so much with the Hyborian world. Imagine if you can do the RPG route. That would be awesome. You could do the Divinity Original Sin route if you haven't played that game. It's really fantastic game, that 1 and 2, brilliant games. You could do that with a party system like the old Baldur's Gate style. You could do adventure style game in the Hyborian world with Solomon Kane. I mean, there's as well, like, and there's some possibilities. You could do a Devil May Cry style of game with Solomon Kane, like fighting demons, shooting them. Like, I mean, that would be so freaking cool. You could do that with kind of like a horror-esque game, or you could combine the Devil May Cry with horror, or maybe go even to a more horror style of a game to Solomon Kane, or even do an adventure type game with Solomon Kane, like, or detective style. I mean, there's so many ideas you could do there, or an RPG, really in depth with a really great story. I mean, there's some really good potential in what you could do in this universe. So this sounds very interesting. I hope they don't mess it up. Always, because of the times, you never know. But this could be really good. We're currently overseeing the development of an unannounced game which will combine many of the characters from the Howard universe. So would that be again like an MMO? Because I think this. Well, I mean, let's see. In September 2020, Netflix said it will develop a new Conan TV series as a part of a larger deal involving Cabinet Group CEO Frederick Malmberg and Mark Wheeler from Pathfinder Media. Netflix has exclusive rights to the Conan library for the rights for live-action animated films and TV shows. Now, I know Netflix is not the best track record right now, especially mean, they have some good, but according to Midnight's Edge, the YouTube channel hails to those guys. They've talked with Frederick Malmberg, and he's assured and said that he does not want to tamper with Conan, who Conan is fundamentally, and that he has done all or everything. He has done everything to protect the IP, and I figured that as well for Solomon Kane as well. There's also some tidbit, if you didn't know, the Solomon Kane TV show is in development, and that could be really awesome, set in Africa. This also Infocom's courtesy of Midnight's Edge guys, so cheers for that. That was really cool info. Malmberg will continue as president of Heroic Signature at Funcom, which is majority owned by Tencent. We took Cabinet Group as far as we could as an independent studio, but in order to achieve further growth, we were in need of bigger financial investments and infrastructure. Malmberg got licensing deals with Penguin Random House, Panini, Titan Books, Monolith, and Funcom to get Conan the Barbarian to reach a new generation of fans around the world. Marvel Entertainment is publishing a new Conan comic book every month, and the Netflix series based on the same IP is currently in works. Yeah, I'm kind of wary of the Netflix TV series of Conan, as we saw with The Witcher, how that panned out. And I know many people love The Witcher and that show, and it's not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad show at all, but it felt even to me, someone who hadn't really played I haven't played the games as of yet. I do actually own the games, haven't played them yet. I've read a little of the book which the show was based on. I just haven't got around to reading it properly, but I read a bit of it and it was really fantastic. So what was really clear in the book versus the show in The Witcher was that it felt like in the show, where is Witcher? I don't know, it felt to me like Witcher was kind of sidelined in his own TV show. I just wanted The Witcher and the main focus to be on him 90% of the time. Like, I don't really care about the rest. Like, give me the Witcher guy. No, he's compelling. The rest of the people, I mean, your basic fantasy people, I don't, no. Witcher is the thing that is unique about that world, in my opinion. Who he is, how he handles himself, how he does, and stuff like that. So that was much more interesting. From another website about the same news, it says here that Funcom disclosed that it's currently overseeing the development of an unannounced game which will combine many characters in Robert E. Howard universe, as we said before. While the game isn't specifically a Conan the Barbarian game, whatever this project is, will likely include him as a character. Now that news kind of like, why? Of course, it all depends on the execution and what's it really about, but that has me kind of a bit worried. Because Conan Exiles wasn't about Conan. I mean, Conan once again was a character in the world, but you didn't play as Conan. Conan game that I played was for the 360. The Conan game. I actually gotta get that again. It was actually a really fun game. It wasn't anything mind-blowing, but it was a really good game. Or a good game. No, like, it was a fun game. It wasn't bad. It was good. So it wasn't nothing special in that way, but it was a really good pulp fun but you could do so much deeper and better as well in this world with these characters. Like there's so much potential here, and definitely a new Conan game. Like you could even go like combine Total War-esque, except the strategy, not the strategy, but the in a way that like you could be Conan and you would lead armies. You could put that like into the game, those kind of mechanisms with the RPG and other stuff. Like there's so much different things you could do. Of course, strategy games. There was some. I think there was some Conan strategy game. Never played it. But anyway, there was like there's some Conan games out there, but not really any that have like really hit the ball out of the park. Like being like, whoa, that was a really good game. There's the one game for the generation before Xbox 360, Conan the Barbarian. I haven't played that one either, but a lot of people love that game and think it's the best. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some new games that are much better than this Conan Exiles. Though I know that has a lot of fans as well, but I mean, it just felt really empty to me. So now they say that so yeah, the Funcom acquisition says that it will not affect the projects currently in development, including the Conan series and the ongoing Conan comic book at Marvel. Instead, the developers of several Conan games, including Age of Conan and Conan Exiles, will fully own the character going forward. Although Conan was made famous on film thanks to Arnold Schwarzenegger, the last time we saw Conan on screen was in 2011 Reboot starring Jason Momoa. Oh yeah, I wonder why. Luckily for us, Momoa went on to play another fantasy hero in DC's Aquaman. No, I actually really liked Aquaman. Shoot me. Don't shoot me. Yeah, I wonder why the 2011 reboot, why we haven't gotten more Conan. Yeah, gee, I wonder. I don't know, maybe the script sucked and you chose Marcus Nispel as the director? That dude? Have you seen his movies? He barely, no disrespect, Mr. Nispel, but I mean, like, I gotta critique your work here. He barely comes up to the, like, basic level. Like, basic level. I mean, I'd rather watch bad films before I watch Nispel movies. Really. I mean, he made the Texas Chainsaw remake. It's like totally pointless. Watch the original all the way, any day. He made the Friday the 13th, the last one, also Reboot. Once again, decent movie, but I mean, once again, I'll watch any of the original, all of them, all of those movies before I watch these, all of them, any one of them. Then he made that White and Viking movie. I know some people like that movie, but what I remember was laughing at some really stupid moments in the movie, and it was like it was a complete failure. It didn't make any money, and the script was a mess, and it had some nice visuals, but it just, once again, a failure. This is the track record of Nispel, and you choose that guy to make the 2011 reboot of one of the most legendary IPs there is, Conan. And you choose Nispel. You choose Nispel. Like, I mean, there's a reason. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, Mr. Nispel, but there's a reason, my guy. like there's a reason he hasn't made. The last I checked on the IMDb, he hasn't made any movies after the yet again the fifth failure of a movie. Except I don't know if the Chainsaw Massacre remake made money. I don't remember. I don't care. But it's what I'm saying. Like the reboot Conan the Barbarian was so lifeless, so lifeless. I mean, it was in no in no shape or form like it would come even close to the original Conan the Barbarian movie by John Milius, because like everything, the lyrical aspect, the cinematography, the music, I mean, like yeah, I get you want to like make new music, new movie and stuff like that, but we're talking a really iconic movie here, and if you an IP and the music, for better or worse, it's completely integrated with the movie, with Conan from the first movie, in my opinion. The music, if you're gonna do new music in this, it's like Star Wars. You're gonna make a new Star Wars movie, you're not gonna use some of the old music. Like, what are you doing? Where's the Star Wars music? You know, another dead franchise. So if you're gonna have new music, you for this kind of legendary movie with a legendary soundtrack, you really gotta step it up. You gotta make as good of a soundtrack, or use the old one. Like, that was the only positive thing of that crappy new Predator movie. Man, I love the first Predator, but the new Predator movie, that was really bad. Total joke of a movie. But guys, the soundtrack was a repeat of the first film, and like that brought the feels. You know, the first movie's music, the feels of it. That I think it's Alan Silvestri, right? The music, like the do 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 do, like those percussions, and then and all that jungle style of music. The little, is it toms or something, that like really brings you to the feeling of the Predator being in the jungle. So like that immediately leveled up that movie, even though it was a complete joke of a movie and really bad and crappy writing, crappy characters, everything was just bad. But it had one bright spot: the music was really good. Because that, once again, with the Predator, I think that music is completely integrated with the concept of the Predator and the franchise. Like, that music, immediately when I hear it's like a Predator, yeah, I get into the vibe. Just like Indiana Jones music. Okay, yeah, Indiana Jones, you get to the feel of the character, completely into it. Okay, that was a long side rant about everything else, but yeah, I'm looking forward to these, to the new games, Conan games, and please give us a Solomon Kane game. Solomon Kane game. And yeah, thanks Hollywood for destroying the Solomon Kane movie franchise. Thank you so much. Like, sarcasm. No thanks. Like, that was a really good movie, and you destroyed every possibility of having a sequel. Thank you so much. If you haven't watched that movie, go watch it. It's a really good movie. 3,000 times better than the Conan Reboot movie. Oof. Blah. In every which way. So yeah, it seems new games at work. Tell me, guys, what kind of games would you want to to be made with this IP, like Conan games, Solomon Kane games, Call. That's really similar to Conan, so they probably never will do a Call game. They're gonna stick with Conan. You do want the RPG, Devil May Cry style of a game, like God of War style of a game. Like a stealth game, strategy games, Total War, Total War style in the Hyborian kingdoms. That could be really something. Then you had the heroes in the different armies. Yeah, that could be really cool. Really cool. But anyway, yeah, that was the news for the day. And yeah, guys, tell me what you think. What's your favorite Conan game and why, and what kind of game do you want in the future? I'll see you guys later. Hail Conan.